Okay, it is literally free money. You can make like 5 to 10 videos a day. Obviously, people are gonna do it if there are no consequences. But anyways, after this, Ethan talks about confronting XQC about his reaction content.
Why should these content thieves, essentially, get more views than the author of the video, which in a lot of cases was happening? I mean, people don't like injustice, and this just, we all see this and know it's not right.
So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright? Or like the fact that it's illegal, does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because...
Well, that's fair.
Watch me full screen cam, do the f***ing worm, then watch your
Do
prime...
that.
Then watch
Bro,
your prime
do
content.
it for a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how many f***ing views you get. Oh, okay, sure. I mean, that's content, man. It's original content, at least.
The ultimate debate, bro. He hit him with the worm.
That's actually some high IQ logic right there. You wouldn't understand because you're simply too stupid for XQC's Gigabrain. Now, I think I remember this debate, and XQC sort of argued that people will watch him basically do anything because he's entertaining, and that's why he pulled out the worm or something. Therefore, it's somehow okay to react to videos without adding much. Now, the thing is, even if that's true, where people will actually watch XQC do anything because he is that popular now, it doesn't change the fact that you have benefited from reaction content, and not adding much to a video is pretty unethical and unfair to the creators. Also, it's very apparent that he relies on this content because if he didn't, then why would he still be doing it? Obviously, he would struggle without react content because it's the easiest way to entertain your audience without always being entertaining yourself. Now, where I draw issue is where people get so brazen that they explicitly say, I don't care if it's illegal or unethical or whatever. That's just messed up. Obviously, that's not how you should live your life, where if somebody doesn't catch you doing bad things, you continue doing it. And I particularly remember Penguin Zero or Moist Critical, he got confronted about react content a while back, and I think he ended up feeling really bad and guilty about it, so he basically almost stopped all of his reaction content, if I'm correct. And maybe he sort of overcorrected there, but you can tell that is the reaction of someone with a good heart who is actually just trying to do the right thing, versus some of the other streamers who may not care about anyone but themselves. Then he talks about the infamous Hasan chair.
When Hasan gets up to go to the bathroom, or to eat, or to talk to his mom, or to do whatever, disappears for an extended period of time and leaves the video playing for his chair. Mr. Chair, they call it.
IDF had warned people to leave the area around the main airport in Sana'a. Then
Do not the moral this operation will result in killings, hostages, and captivity.
Well, I've been thinking
Right, so if you missed that, it said edited from 1 month of footage. So that wasn't even compiled over like a year or something. If you go through all of the years of Hasan, you'd have literally infinite amount of content. But I think that is particularly pathetic. If you're going to pause the video to go take a shit, you're just freeloading at that point, and people are obviously watching the video and not you, considering you're not actually there. It is disrespectful to the people who actually put time into their content. You can just pause it. Okay, you might lose a couple of viewers, but that is the price you have to pay to not like explicitly steal content, you know? But I'm gonna make an exception. I think in Hasan's case, I would actually rather listen to the chair. The chair actually has more insightful info than he ever will. Now, Ethan reveals the twist that he actually set up this trap for them to react to this video.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form an opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even better than I imagined it would. For example, Denim sits here silently with nearly 50,000 live viewers. That's 30 times her regular viewership. She's working directly with the Snark subreddit moderators to siphon views, and their intentions couldn't be clearer. Hey everyone, we've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our post in their critique of H3. Here they're offering these streamers as market substitutes for my work.
Yeah, honestly, Denims is as dumb as a brick. I don't think she's ever had a single logical thought in that head of hers. And you'll see later that she and basically everybody else he's suing just admits that they wanted to steal his content and make sure that he got as little views as possible. And the view count also shows that it was because of Ace3's video that she had such a high view count, because regularly she wouldn't get that amount of viewership, but everybody wanted to watch this new banger video that was dropping. Now it seems Denims literally admitted it.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
You couldn't cook up a more incriminating statement if you tried. Denims, the queen of self-owning, eligible for statutory damages and attorney's fees, which is the main biting force of a copyright infringement lawsuit. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys now, I, Ethan Klein, have registered Hasan Piker Content Nuke with the United States Library of Congress. Some of you guys out there sweating?
Bro, this man is diabolical. Dude, never get on Ethan's bad side. Holy shit. This guy has been on a mission to eviscerate his enemies ever since the slightest thing happened. Like, where were the dominoes set? I guess the iDubbbz Content Cup was after this. I think this was all from Frogan unfollowing Ethan on Twitter. What an absolutely insane sequence of events. I guess you can say it started even before this when Ethan decided to partner with Hasan on the podcast. But honestly, how stupid can you be? Denims openly admitting that she didn't want to give views to that terrible video or whatever. That is straight up just not fair. You're serving as a market substitute. And the funniest thing about this is, if you remember, she was actually doing a GoFundMe to sue Ethan just a while back, if you were watching the series, and then she actually just bailed on it completely because she realized she had no chance. And we'll find out later that she also started another GoFundMe for this this whole situation. And if you remember, she also said that any future lawsuit she will be funding herself. So, I don't know. Very interesting. Anyways, now Ethan talks about other reaction streamers.
Even though theoretically I could sue a lot more creators and rake in millions of dollars, but the purpose of this is not financial gain. People like XQC and Asmongold may have watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to chill the reaction community into fear. Actually, the opposite. I hope that we can all unite against this type of egregious behavior that not only makes us all look bad, but could destroy the commentary community as we know it.
Honestly, Ethan has a good point. I feel like there'd be no problem if people were just a bit courteous and realized that, hey, I'm actually taking this video here and, you know, I'm not giving much back to the creator I'm reacting to, so maybe I'll be a little nicer about this. Maybe, you know, I'll wait a bit. Maybe I'll link them. Maybe I'll talk positively about them, etc., etc. Let me just spill the beans here. The reason people do reaction content is because it's just super, super easy. It is just extremely productive in terms of content creation. Why spend days or months making a video when you can simply just react to somebody else's and react to 5 other creators as well? Now, Asmongold is one of the biggest creators, largely because of his viral react content. Now, he obviously does other stuff too, and he's pretty entertaining at that, and he would probably be decently successful without react content, but nowhere to the level where he is now. Now, in Asmon's case, he does add a lot to the video. His reactions are infamously long as well, and he generally tries to be very respectful. Now, Asmon recently reacted to a small creator who actually ended up blowing up. Now, this doesn't always happen. 99% of the time it doesn't happen, but occasionally in these cases it is pretty sweet for the small creator. Anyways, now he talks about the meta where people were reacting to like TV shows and anime.
The state of reaction content on Twitch is so broken, these creators feel comfortable looking right into a camera and saying outright, hey, I'm stealing this guy's content. Pay me instead of him. This is not a healthy environment, and with people like Hasan reacting to entire TV shows on stream, my fear is that Sony or Disney comes along, sues everybody, and sets a devastating precedent that could endanger our entire field.
Right, so in my opinion, reacting to TV shows or anime is just absolutely insane to me. I think the creators who do it also know that it's probably borderline illegal. It's just nobody has bothered like prosecuting this or whatever. It is great content though, like having a TV show play and you get to watch party that shit with their chat. It's obviously an amazing feeling of watching your favorite show with your favorite creator. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend. It doesn't change the fact that it's probably pretty unethical. Then he talks about the other 2 people getting sued, Casey Tron and Frogan. Now, we all know Frogan, obviously, but Casey Tron you may not know. She's basically, I guess a Frogan clone, another pathetic failed streamer who constantly tweets like the most crazy shit, always dick riding Hassan or any of his supporters. Basically, super extreme lefty failed streamer. So basically another Hassan orbiting moon.
Casey Tron, the queen of ripping farts and bong loads.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you look? You think I made this?
Frogan, who bless her soul, she's still rising.
Can I walk away and use the bathroom? Do I have permission? Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
Apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
What happened, guys? What did I miss? Actually, I went to pick up my 15-course KFC, of course. Apparently... This is transformative, by the way. Fair use, actually. Me driving all the way to every fast food chain in the city, that's transformative. Then Ethan just makes fun of Denims for being really stupid.
And Denim's the queen of self-owning.
It's very obvious from the way that guy's talking, he's a Sneeko fan.
Oh my god, bro, I love you. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
I love you, bro.
None of the hostages that have been released so far have said that they have been raped. The hostages have public statements. You can go look at them.
The sexual assault I experienced should never happen to any human being.
Yemeni kid is just a Yemeni kid with a gun and is not a Houthi, and there is no proof of him being a Houthi.
Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive.
He never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah